Speaking of summer controversy, today there was a new development in the Cabana wars and it's dividing opinion. Aussie beachgoers are using them to lay claim to prime spots in a move that's got even our Prime Minister fired up.
Today, the PM delivered his verdict.
Everyone owns the beach. Everyone. It's a place where every Australian is equal.
Weighing in on a trend that sparked outrage at a popular beach this week, where early birds have been using their cabanas to land grab prime spots on the sand before leaving and returning hours later.
Well, that's not on. That's a breach of that principle, really, to think that you can reserve a little spot as just yours.
I think it's unfair.
That's not so friendly, not very Australian.
You shouldn't expect that everyone else will reserve the space for you. It's like public land.
I'm with you, PM. Get up early, come and put it up, sit on the beach. And when you've had enough, go home and let somebody else have the spot.
The beach staples have long divided Aussie beachgoers, some railing against them.
Like you were taking up literally a 10 by 10 square metre radius on the beach and you're still sitting outside of your cool cabana in the sun.
Here I am with my humble towel and these cabana bitches, they occupy the whole beach.
You take up too much space. No space for the rest of us.
I like that you can just come and sit at a beach in Australia, so I reckon no to the cabanas.
Others maintaining it's their right to seek shelter from the scorching Aussie sun.
I am a cool cabana girly through and through. I love it.
Plenty of space down here on the beach in Adelaide.
Well, they're great to stay out of the sun.
A great safety thing, particularly for young kids.
I think they cover a lot of space and they're cheap.
They're good for the shade when you don't want to get burnt. It's great.
Tourist hotspots such as Bondi Beach and Noosa have long faced calls for a cabana ban, similar to the US, where beaches across the country have outlawed or restricted the use of cabanas and tents. While in Italy, authorities impose hefty fines on beachgoers who hog spots with sun lounges and umbrellas. So do we need similar policies to wrangle cabana lovers? Or is it first in, best dressed when it comes to nabbing a spot?
Well, Nic Salerno is a passionate crusader against cabanas. We actually saw him then with his humble towel. So, Nic, what makes you so cabana-phobic?
Look, I just want my space on the beach, guys. That's it.
That's all it comes down to? What really riles you up about it? What do you hate the most?
It's the space. I need some space. Guys, when you're hogging up the beach and you're polluting the beach with your 4 cabanas next to each other, where is Gunkle Nic going to go? Poor guy.
Hang on, how much space do you need?
Oh, I come with a lot of baggage, so it's the towel, it's the tanning products, it's the camera woman, it's everything.
I thought you were talking about emotional baggage. Sorry, Nic. Sorry,
That as well, but that's for another time.
But Nic, look, you do have to admit, though, there are some benefits. I mean, you know, you've got sun safety, you're comfortable. Does that not sway you the other way?
Oh, look, of course, and I'm definitely not here to say anything opposing to sun safety or anything like that. Obviously, I'm the biggest advocate for sun safety. Slip, slop, slap, guys. You know, I just think when you've got a cabana on the beach and you're laying next to it, the least you can do is lie in it. So.
Well, yeah, what about that? Because there's been beachgoers who've been accused of basically land grabbing with their cabanas. So going down to the beach, marking their territory and leaving it there for the day.
Yeah.
Have you seen that and what do you make of it?
I've seen it all summer break.
Really?
Of course, I've definitely seen it. And I mean, my parents are the biggest advocates for going to the beach at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's not me. And I just think of it like this. You wouldn't book a hot and heavy restaurant that you're waiting to go to and skip the reservation. So you kind of wouldn't do the same at the beach as well. If you're going to get there and you're going to set up that big monstrosity, at least sit in it or occupy it.
Yeah.
So how do we stop people with cabanas then? Do we need an inspector down there checking cars?
You've got me. I'll film a TikTok about it.
Are you going to sabotage their shade?
Of
Is that
course.
what you're going to do? How?
Well,
what are you going to do? Take a knife?
Of course not. Well, if they're going to ruin my tan, I'm going to get the camera out and I'm going to film a TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, that'll learn them.
This is the most Gen Z punishment I've ever heard of. You're going to the beach like, you've just been tocked. There we go.
Also, Nic, from experience, be careful with the camera at the beach. People don't like it. You get in trouble, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Exactly right. I'm good with my words, but if any hands are thrown, I'll be running.
And Nick, I thought I came up with a solution today. It's been panned around the office. I'm going to throw it to you. What about this? Every beach, we create a giant shade cloth across half the beach.
No.
So some people can be in the shade, some people can be in the sun. What are your thoughts?
He's crazy, Nick. Tell him.
I just think stay at home.
Again, not the first time someone said that to me.
Let's destroy the sun, sir.
More great ideas with Samuel Taunton coming up. Nick, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. We won't see you at a cabana anytime soon.
Yes, definitely not.
What happened there, Sam? It was like you turned into the Australian Trump. You're like, build a roof.
I thought I was on Shark Tank for a second. I was like, what's going on?
I still reckon my knife idea is
The
better.
knife idea is the most Queensland thing I've ever heard.
I've spent a couple of weeks on the Gold Coast, you know? Like, I feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
Every solution, get a knife.
Yeah. What do? You shank it. That's what you do.